How's it going? Fox back again for sound design tutorials. A simple request today. This one was by Raphael Hasagawa. It's for this track. It's Dinka featuring Angelica V, and it is Inseparable. Now the sound is very precise sound. There's 1,000 different layers, 1,000 different sounds in this. The sound came in exactly at 5:25. There'll be a link in the description to this sound so you can hear it and compare it. It's sort of like a bell, an ethereal sort of belly sort of sound. He described it as a bell sound. But yeah, suffice it to say, it wasn't too difficult. I managed to do it with Serum. This is the sound. Quite spacey, a bit of pitch movement with this LFO that I've drew. Quite sure it was made with an analog synth. You can tell that you can hear a slight bit of pitch drifting. One way to do that is to create a bit of a crazy LFO shape and then modulate the pitch with it, which we will do. So yeah, as I say, real straightforward. Let me just duplicate this quick. So we're going to go ahead and initialize this, if I can remember how to do it. I'm not going to be giving this patch away for free. It's that simple. Anybody should be able to do it. So yeah, it is basically just one saw wave. I gave it 13 voices of unison. Detune round to about 10. The notes in the MIDI clip are quite short. How we get the depth of the sound and the notes tailing off was done with a bit of release on the amp envelope and also a tiny bit of reverb. So we want no attack, we want it to come in instantly. Decay doesn't matter because the sustain's on full. The release time is all important, about 800 milliseconds. Sounds a lot like the sound that we had already. As I say, that is basically it. You could tell straight away it was a basic sawtooth. However, the chap was struggling to make it, and he asked me to show him how. So this is it. Yeah, this pitch modulation that I said, you can pretty much draw any shape you want. You could give it some curves, a bit of randomness, try and keep it off grid a little bit. The one I had looked something like this. Sort of smooth it out a little bit, and then I use this to modulate the fine tune. Go into the matrix section, make sure it goes one way. Too much. 26, 27 I think I had it on. Maybe even a little bit less. The LFO rate I had to 1/8. So that crazy shape is just fluctuating the pitch. That sort of replicates the sort of drift that you used to get with old analog synthesizers. Maybe a little bit too much still. Let's take it down to 16. There you go. Nice and simple. All I did was a little bit of reverb. I pulled the size down, gave it a bit of low cut because it's a really high pitched sound in the actual track itself. A little bit of reverb there, mixing with the long release we've got on the amp envelope. So yeah, that is it. Nice quick one. Glad I could help him out. As I say, if you can't make this, you weren't shooting. Have a go. Nice and straightforward. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching. And plenty more of these requests to come. I'm slowly going to be working my way through the backlog. Now I'm up and running again. As I say, I'm only running on half steam at the minute. I'm still waiting for my internet and my broadband to get sorted. My camera's packed up as well. I've got another one that should be coming tomorrow. But yeah, for now, that is a Dinka. I'm going to call it a Dinka style bell. I don't know, bell pluck or something. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Cheers.